What's up, guys? So, as you can see, I'm in a very different area, let alone a house. We have our own place now. Um, I don't know how many times I will be doing a announcement thing in this stream. Just because I've done it, I think, once or twice in my main channel earlier. Um, Although people that have Twitch, my community, don't know about it yet. So, that might be a little, maybe a surprise to them. But, the announcement that I will say before I start talking about what we are doing. Also, hi Dragon. That the announcement is we will have a guest come up on panel. I'm not gonna say who it is, not gonna say their name, but if you know the name DC Marvel, then you might know who it is. I don't think anyone on this channel actually even knows who that is yet. But that's okay. He is a great person, similar to me, and whatnot. No, you can unmute yourself, right? He is part of my family, and he will at some point be part of this community. If we can try to get him to figure out, well, not get him to figure it out himself, but help him figure out how to come up on the panel. Not that we will be interviewing him, more on the lines of him hanging out with us, him being able to understand of what we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, she trying to say here, he gonna interview of us. He gonna ask questions, listen to our stories, listen our adventures into our own house, tell him through our storyhood about our spooky story ghost times. Now, my apologies, dear viewers. I'm sorry I'm late, but I am doing something another place. But I will help her so much because she cannot spill the damn fucking beans about life.
What the fuck? You first of all, we've are literally like fucking almost 4 minutes in. So technically you're not late. Second of all, I just started fucking talking. Third of all, I'm about to fucking talk about what we're actually going to be reviewing today. So
Uh-huh.
shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Um,
please. You can't do more than that. Look at that.
you couldn't
Motherfucker.
fucking wait to do this until I got in the house, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of figured as much.
Love
Fucking
you.
ass.
Mean it
Yeah, sure you
much.
do. Um, so I don't know how many videos there are. I found so far 3. One of them I've already, well, actually, technically two
Uh-huh.
of them. Two
Uh-huh.
of them I've
Uh-huh.
already seen.
Uh-huh.
Because I want to put my what the fuck, point of
Speak
views in.
English, woman.
Will you
You're
shut
not.
the fuck up? This is a brand new
No.
house. I did a lot today. Shut up.
No.
Um,
You're too
I will
tired and
fucking,
old. But damn.
I will fucking mute your ass. Oh wait,
I
I did.
unmute it.
So basically, there is a thing going on, and
Who's a lover?
when I say that there's a thing going on, I mean like there's a
She's trying to
whole
say there's a
bunch of
demon
different.
castle, but you asleep at that time. I bet.
There is a bunch of different points of views, their own thoughts, their own theories on the whole story that has to do with the Conjuring house. So, first we've got the reaction video at the Conjuring house by Steve and Megan. So they're going to give their points and thoughts on it. And then we've got someone else doing one, and then we have another one that's called A Full Overview of the Conjuring House Drama. Never fucking heard of this person, let alone seen this person before. Neither with the second one, but he seems pretty funny. So, like I said, I don't know how many other videos that are out there that has to do with this topic. This when I first listened to this, and they said that there's more to it, I was like, you know what? We're gonna watch these on the Ghost channel because, first of all, why the fuck not? Second of all, it's an actual fucking topic to where there's different theories, different points of views, and their own opinions on them. So I guess let's jump right in.
We request that everybody stays calm at the current moment, for there is a zombie apocalypse currently happening on the West Coast. To stay inside, do not go out under any circumstances if any zombies happen to get into your house.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to For the
News.
News.
For the news. We haven't
That's
done one of
right.
these in a really long time.
We haven't.
If you're wondering why I look terrible, we never record in the morning.
We don't.
And it is the morning.
It is.
And
we're recording before I have to go to work, so I'm already
Oh.
ready.
I feel fantastic.
Yeah.
I just finished my coffee, as a matter of fact.
I know.
But we're going to do a For the News segment. We haven't done one in a while. And if you were watching, I think I mentioned it on a reaction video, I believe.
I think so.
Where I said we weren't going to quite do the Conjuring house, stuff
Right
now. There's a lot of good videos on it, but we do have a Patreon that wants us to weigh in on it. So we're going to. There's just a lot going on over there right now.
So much. There's so much. Before we get into it,
Okay.
one of our Patreons, Miss Tina. Tina.
Madot.
She reached out to us and said, because we had mentioned randomly on one of our Patreon episodes that we thought the Harry Potter lights that hung from the ceiling would be super cool
I
in here.
think we had mentioned we had thought about buying them in the past.
Right. We had thought about buying them a long time ago and
we
whatever.
Just never did.
So she reached out and she sent us.
Well, let's set it up, right? Because about a week ago, she was like, I want to send you guys something. What's your address? And I gave it to her. I trust her. She's a very nice lady.
Super nice.
And then she was like, it's on its way. Here, you can track it.
Yeah.
I didn't really even look at the tracking. I think I did once because I wanted to make sure it didn't end up at a neighbor's.
Right.
And it didn't even say what it was.
No.
Now, mind you, we have no idea what it is.
Never have been sent anything ever.
Now you may take back over.
So we open them and they are the Harry Potter lights. So if anybody would like to see this happen, go over to our YouTube because ready, here we go.
Boom. The floating lights.
Stop.
Megan is in her element right now.
These are amazing.
This is she's a Harry Potter head.
This makes me so happy.
They are
fantastic.
They look better.
Okay, first of all, I want to point out, I think when I first watched this, I didn't pay attention to a single fucking thing that had to do with the Harry Potter lights. I don't know why, but I guess I didn't really pay much attention to that. But I've seen them on Facebook, and I've already commented on their photo of him and whatnot, and they are actually pretty fucking cool. So, sorry if you're gonna fucking see this, Steve, that I did not pay attention to first. But you already know my answer and everything because you already seen my comment, so.
Than I thought they were going to.
They look amazing.
Hit these ones right here.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
miss some.
You got to point at them all.
I miss them.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah, they're very entertaining to just look at. Honestly.
oh, they're so great. So
Well,
thank you so much,
yeah.
Tina.
Welcome to the Great Hall of For the Booze.
This is so exciting. Oh my god. Okay.
My wife's 12-year-old girl now. No, they look great. We love them. So thank you very much, Tina.
Thank you
are
so
amazing.
much.
But we do have to get on.
Okay.
We have to get on with this. So there has been a lot of controversy happening at the Conjuring house, and this has all led up to a culmination that we will discuss at the end.
Mm.
If you go back and listen to our episodes, you will remember that we have touched on this subject, not the Jacqueline Nunez side of it,
Right.
but we have talked about the Cody and Satori side of it, whom she backed up relentlessly and who
Mhm.
are now no longer there.
Right.
We were the Conjuring house really took off in popularity when it was Corey and his wife. If you guys ever see this, I'm so sorry. I can never remember her name for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know why. I can never remember. I think it's because his is just so easy to remember.
Yeah.
But Corey and his lovely wife.
That's right.
They owned it, and it really pumped up the popularity. But they were kind of at the end of their journey there, and they decided to sell it. And they made a good amount of money doing that. It was a very smart move.
Oh,
honestly.
absolutely.
And a lady that nobody knew named Jacqueline Nunez had bought it. She's a rich lady, and for all intents and purposes, and maybe not the greatest way to go about it, but she went about it, was she kind of turned the Conjuring house into a business.
Yeah. 100%
Where,
a business.
as before, when Corey and his wife owned it, it was people could come out and investigate, and it became a content machine.
It did. It was almost like a destination more than a business.
It was a destination
when they had
for
it.
sure. It was definitely a destination.
Yeah.
And now it's more of a business. It's the prices to investigate there are insane. If you watch some of these videos,
Ridiculous.
We watch a guy called the Side Eye Guy. We watch a lot of paranormal debunkers because that's just who we are. And I think what he had said was for him and his group and everybody, it was like $2,500 a night.
Yeah.
Like an unfathomable amount of money.
Different fees on top of that for multiple channels.
I'm giving the overall price because it was
to
like
be involved.
I can't remember the exact numbers, but I think it was in the neighborhood of about 1,200. And then when they got there, they didn't tell them beforehand, but if other channels wanted to, they could be there. But if they wanted to film, it was like $500 an extra channel.
Right. To film their own separate videos.
It's
to have
insane.
multiple cameras running. It's crazy.
It's a scheme. I'm just going to straight up say it. It's a scheme.
Agreed.
There's a definite scam going on there. But we need to go back a little bit to a post that really kicked this all off. And I'm sure if you watch us and you're into the paranormal, you are aware of it did very well, like so well it went into theaters. But Sam and Colby, probably one of the biggest channels on YouTube, went to the Conjuring house and they did a week there, and they did 4 videos, 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
No, it was maybe 4, because I think they did a video for each week, or I can't remember, but it was leading up to Halloween. It was a very successful, albeit highly a lot of us don't believe any of it, but whatever. But it was very successful. But it also came with a lot of backlash because of Jason Hawes's daughter and her boyfriend, Cody and Satori, who we've talked about before in this episode is not going to revolve around because
No.
they have been talked about so much and debunked so many times that like I am so tired of hearing
Over
about
it.
them, which this isn't me coming down on them because they've kind of, I don't want to say disappeared, but
They've backed
they've
out
backed off.
of the spotlight
Yeah,
for all of this stuff.
Yeah, they've
And
definitely
we've
backed
covered
off.
it to death. They've been everywhere
Well,
for a long time. And now that they've kind of backed out, this is more the Conjuring house.
I don't know
not
if we've covered it
Cody and Satori.
to death so much as we've covered it more than we wanted to.
Oh god. So much more than we
There
wanted to.
is just a plethora of videos out there you can watch if you really need more content about them. But this is where it starts, because I am going to be reading a lot. I'm going to play some videos on here as well. But this started sometime in when was it? I don't remember. This was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
Because of the backlash that was, built up around the Cody and
I want to say
Satori
it was
thing.
around May.
It was
April, May.
something like that. I think it might have been April, honestly. I think it might have been just a little bit earlier, but I mean, whatever. That's semantics. It's just a little time difference. But the Conjuring house felt the need. And when I say the Conjuring house, remember, we're talking about a specific person named Jacqueline Nunez because she is the owner. But she went hard. And I'm going to have to read this. I'm going to, we're a family friendly show. So I know she tends to swear a lot.
Yeah.
So I'll leave out any of that stuff. But I do want to read this original post in case somehow you are on YouTube and have missed this, because this is the kickoff.
This is the post that started it all.
This is the kickoff.
Yes.
It says, I'm Jacqueline Nunez, owner of TCH, or the Conjuring House. I've been observing the events that continue to unfold, resulting from the 3-part YouTube series released by Sam and Colby in October of 2023. So it was 3 parts. I thought it was 4.
So I thought it was more than 3, but regardless.
Now, this series, which features Cody and Satori Hawes delivering messages through their spirit communication method, has garnered millions of views from around the world. Now, these videos have also drawn the attention of people around the world who represent numerous industries and sectors that are not connected with the paranormal field, which is not true. She is talking about debunkers.
Yeah.
Who are most of them are ghost hunters.
Absolutely.
I mean, so much so that one of the people, Beardo Get Scared, who was probably the most prevalent debunker to cover Cody and Satori, I would think, is now friends with Satori's father.
Yeah.
So that's kind of didn't age well right there. Now, we've received thousands of messages from viewers expressing their gratitude for how these videos have provided comfort and or has altered their belief system regarding the continuity of consciousness after death. Now, our beloved spirit, Abigail Arnold, established her own fan club for her contributions in these videos. However, there have also been some skeptics, disbelievers, and opportunists who have sought to monetize their content by producing debunking videos and telling outright lies to hurt Cody and Satori. This statement right here really doesn't age well.
No.
In just a short amount of time.
You have to think you are in the paranormal field.
So you
owning the Conjuring
the most
house.
Popular paranormal destination in existence.
There are always going to be people that push against that.
Well,
always.
Especially since like its popularity, I hate to say it because it is such a well-known paranormal spot, but its popularity almost solely revolves around the fact that there was a movie that was 100% already stated to be super embellished.
Right.
So I think that alone is going to create naysayers of all kinds.
And there's going to be in life regardless, paranormal or not. So to dig in on this one fact is strange.
Nobody is ever going to just believe wholeheartedly.
No.
You're not going to get everybody on board no matter what.
Right.
Now, these slanderous lies and debunking videos have been produced by people who have never met Cody and Satori, let alone have the privilege of experiencing their method. Among the lies is the assertion that C and S, or Cody and Satori, have made a lot of money from their method. And we've talked about this fact in the past.
Yes.
Again, we're not going to get too hung up on the Cody story thing, but they do state that they don't make money doing this, but that is in fact very easily debunked.
Mm-hmm.
They've been on TV. They're in videos with millions of views. They have a job, or they had a job at the Conjuring House. I'm sure they were not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts.
Absolutely.
CNS have never taken any money for their method, nor were they paid one dime from the Sam and Colby 2023 The Conjuring House videos featuring their method. And I don't believe that.
I don't believe it at all.
I do not believe that. They were, because they were, if they had just made a quick appearance, maybe I would believe that. But they were very, they were
in
they were
so
like the
much
focus.
Yeah, they were in so much of the videos that they did
For
there.
2 out of the 3 videos, it almost seemed like it was about them.
Yep.
Now, Cody and Satori are valued staff members of TCH, while for the public, there are a few instances where we have allowed their method to be shared with guests. I have numerous hours of video footage from private sessions we've done since I purchased the property in May of 2022. I plan to share a few of these videos to help support what I and many others know to be the truth. Cody and Satori are not frauds. They have a unique gift that enables them to channel spirit messages in biological physical form rather than through other physical mediums like EVP spirits. What is this? Boxes? Oh, spirit boxes and REM pods. But whenever they were asked to do certain things that would just 100% either prove them right or prove them wrong, they would not do them.
Right.
And all we ended up getting in the end was a really bad video that was made by them with people in their own location.
In their little circle. Yeah.
It was a very bad representation of their skill set, we'll say.
And it was chalked up to be this disproving video that would, put all the naysayers to rest on their method.
It definitely did not.
And it did not at all.
Just take your shoes off. We've been saying this for a long, long time now.
Yeah.
To the paranormal community, many of you have dedicated your
Sam and Coke video has the most entertainment of them all. I understand because the videos always focus in on them, but there was a lot of videos did went in different direction though. But could you blame them? That's how you're planning the investigation is. And also, we are humans. Like we are human beings. Like let's say this. Oh, like if I was a ghost hunter and I found out Silver have ability to see a ghost and heal them, I will nonstop. Hey, come over here. 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 Come over here.
It's quite true.
And then like over and over and over. But the thing is, like yes, those two night was not the main focus, but they have a unique ability. Anyone want to have or see it again? Like, and Kyo's like, oh, we should take them to this location, or this location, or that location, or this location. But the thing is, through Sam and Kobe videos, they say they had to turn off the like accounts, like to private. They don't turn on like Twitch or Instagram or everything else. You can get into contact with them only to privates. So a lot of people, like the ghost community, I'm gonna say ghost community, wants them to do an investigation of them, non-stop. But it's same thing with the other person do have the ability to see them, talk to them, even write down the words like on a notebook. She also keep being invited to a location. But it's still interesting what the spirit world have.
It really is. But I think we might get into that maybe tomorrow, or if somebody gets on panel.
That's a big flipping if. But I understand of Spooky Boo. I know you watch these videos. I know you're watching those, started watching the several videos.
Selena's Spooky Boo.
Selena.
Get
both of you.
fucked.
Both of you. My lovely new friends. I know we don't have contact only rarely in a bloody as a solar eclipse. Oh, shut up, you. Um.
No, I'm just confused on who the fuck you're talking to.
Oh no, no. Spookaboo. I'm talking about.
Oh,
Uh, I understand. I understand of the stuff they are saying in this video. I probably only know about 14 minutes in, but this kind of be a short rant. But I understand of that you don't know. We don't know people's schedules of like my schedules are not even valid because I'm doing 40 different things. Now I try to
yeah.
learn all of them, not all of them, but like one pieces at a time. But for servers, I say servers, like multiple people. For her, she's having that schedule of weird schedules. Don't upload things like here and there. I don't know even her schedules, but people are different. Even there's rumors about the Conjuring household. Like even I heard a bunch of different rumors about the Conjuring household is funny, weird, and like what the hell? Like how long you had to be on drugs to play this shit? So yeah,
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I remember watching the Conjuring house videos from Sam and Colby, which was like freaking how long ago was that? Like freaking last
oh
year?
god, I don't know,
Um,
but be honest, the way they did, how the fuck Nindy Knight got killed doing doing a
that I
ritual to
don't
cleanse the
know.
household. They did a ritual. Like I know all of you guys, nerds, geeks, whatnot, never watched the video. Go watch it. In one of the ending of the videos, they did a ritual of cleanse the household. It did not do a lot. Like kind of almost burn it kind of way. Just put holy water into it. Nah, it did something to that demon. We probably like saw a demon standing there. To me, I tell Silver that, dude, I think that was the demon self standing at that window and walking down the stairs after Sam. Like will I like you out there, I cannot kill you, but I have Sam like your buddy in here. Now I'm gonna go after him, kind of way. That
Yeah,
to me, now
it's
don't do this stuff. You don't know
yeah,
how old
just
is that demon. You don't know. Like, I understand Silva is not a non-believer. I know she like I understand of
I'm a
having
half non-believer. Thank you
I
very much.
apologize, Your Highness. Um, but to me, I don't believe of cleanse the hassle gonna do anything. You cleanse the hassle, you're gonna have another demon take over that place, like over and over and over and over. So you don't know what's gonna happen. Even that spell put a barrier up, so no one can enter the household. Uh, I don't believe that gonna last. That barrier will probably be gone. Not even like the stuff that I see it does. Like you don't know how long it takes. Probably whole night most of crap woke only once she is alive and to death. And that dies. So we don't know. Now everything could be possible. Oh shit.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah,
Geo Sam. Um, so basically, on the things that Sam and Colby has done on that video, don't fucking try to do it at home. It's
please
not
don't.
recommended because
And
you'll get
also
yourself hurt.
they say that at the same time, like in unison, like word
Yeah.
by word at the same time. And please don't do it. I don't care how bad as you think you could. Like in a video game character or anime character or what that shit like that in a movie, you're not gonna be that badass. Uh, but if the thing is, if you record this, please upload to YouTube so I can find your videos and die of laughter, like off my damn chair, so I can die of my ass off, so I can
Jesus
see the pretty
Christ.
pearly gates of my own laughter, so I can have finally have a tomb dragon laugh to death with a smile.
I have no comment towards that, but as far as what Steve and Megan, by the way, Dragon, Steve, I don't know if you've seen his comment in the recent videos that we've done, but
Uh-huh.
he's yelling at you because you keep calling him Stevie.
Oh. Oh, I did never read the comment though. That's the funny. I never read the comments. I should look
Yeah.
into that one. I
So
apologize.
he,
I'm typing several words into my head, so I'm not always listening to this stuff 100% because some
mm,
of the stuff over here I play games like
mm-hmm.
100% and pause it and not make a commentary because I'm doing something, two things at the same time. Now watching like stupid dumbass people piss off a demon being chased at the household trying to not get killed. And so my apologize,
Yeah,
Steven.
that's one of them.
Steven, if that your name, my apologize.
He's
I
probably
no
gonna freaking watch us and be like, just
like
probably shaking, just probably shaking his head at you like, we need to have a little talk with Drake.
I'm gonna be pictured of like he finally probably get Discord, find my name like, hey, could you send Dragon his Discord name, please? And like, sure. Then I'm gonna have a call of like, who the fuck is this? And I see the name, like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Then like, you little that brat, like, you'd say my name like 500,000 times. Then like, well,
He's
now
gonna like put you in a corner and be like, say my name again, but correctly.
like, is that Beetlejuice? Can I say your name 3 times?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to bring that up because I know Steve is probably gonna watch this and he's probably
Well,
gonna
now
try
no,
to
Steve.
get.
Is that your name, Steve? Hi, Steve. My name is Dragon, Steve. So, Steve. See,
Poor
I'm
Steve.
copy her because we are assholes. We all do this because we are assholes. It's our intent.
Okay, you're more of the asshole in this entire thing.
Oh, please. The funny thing is, I got four demons like with me somehow. I don't know why. Even
It's
I
quite
have a
true.
different demon laughing at my pain because I die in the
Yeah,
game. Right. So I don't know why people like me so much.
it's
I'm always wondering.
entertaining.
Then why you not hit me? Like because you're funny. We like this so much. So I'm
Mm,
probably gonna be surprised we even go to the Conjuring household. And we just do the same thing we do in these videos. Of oh, in that post server, you forgot to put batteries, you moron. And well, asshole, I probably did not put the battery in here. And we only gonna hear laughter in the other room. We gotta have
you're
Dragon with
all
us.
right. You're making it sound as if me and Chelsea are freaking fighting each other. Because yesterday I had to freaking yell at her like 500 goddamn times. She wouldn't freaking listen to the words that was coming out of my mouth.
Well,
She was talking over me, and I was saying things, and she was asking dumb questions. So I was yelling at her. You shut the fuck up.
the dope,
So,
man, the Dobby is with me
by
of saying bullshit things.
Dragon, by
Yes.
the way, I've sent certain somebody a link to this live stream in case if he wants to listen and hear us.
Oh, good. So he can hear our stupid remarks about stuff in here. Honey, you
Poor,
cannot pray. There's only two entities in this world, God and the devil. So you cannot pray for anyone. I would.
poor DC. I already feel so bad for him already. And I'm gonna feel like even 10 times more bad for him when he does come up on me.
You already said the guest's name, you dumbass.
All I said was DC. That's not his real fucking name. I'm still keeping his
We
real
need to
name
say
out
the
of it.
guest name, the username. We don't need to say the guest name. Only surprise. Surprise
Shut the
suspense.
fuck up.
No,
Nobody, listen, no one on this fucking ghost channel even knows who DC is, so shut the fuck up.
is a surprise guest. You
Yeah, but they
try.
don't know who. Oh my fucking god. See, you're just like Chelsea. You're like Chelsea number 2, I swear to fucking god.
Bitch, please. I'm worse than Chelsea. I'm that the one who dressed up the cat.
Alright, so on what Steve and Megan is trying to make their points on is they're trying not to as talk about as specific people as much, but as you can tell they clearly are. But that's okay. But
We love them
on the
very
other
much.
hand,
Like children's. Like
yes.
special children's.
So on the other hand, that what they will be showing is oh, alright, Geo-san. I hope you have a good rest of your day and hope that doctor's appointment is good. I don't know where the fuck my brain was going towards, but
Where's your
thank
brain?
you for stopping by. Can you shut the fuck up? For the love of God.
Make me.
Um,
Make me DDD trot. I had it.
that's how I will make you.
You whore. You whore, bitch.
I fucking
back.
told you I would make
I'll
you.
be right back.
Mm-hmm. So basically, they're gonna try to show some text between an actual person and this weird psychotic lady that I don't know if she's gonna come after me now. I really hope she doesn't. Otherwise, I mean, kind of good luck. Or nice try, but I don't know her. Okay, I don't know this lady, and I don't know what her intentions are supposed to be. But as of right now, she's just batshit crazy. So let's continue this.
Your lives to exploring locations in the hopes of capturing evidence of spirit existence. Recognize that when you attack or refuse to support other members in our community, that you are also attacking yourselves and the evidence that you have captured in your investigations. Not true. If Cody and Satori are frauds, and they are not, in parentheses, what does that say about the EVP's thermal images or other evidence that you've documented? It means it doesn't change a thing because it does. I don't even understand this logic. I really don't. It is so weird. Your evidence is much more suspect than the physical evidence that is heard by all when they have experienced the method by Cody and Satori. I ask you to consider the ramifications. Sorry, it's so bad. I haven't read this since it came out. On our field by participating in destroying the reputation of people who are doing their honest best to capture authentic evidence. It hurts all of us. She is saying that if you don't believe in Cody and Satori, then all the evidence that anybody's ever caught is not real.
That's exactly what she's
That is
saying.
the dumbest statement. I'm sorry. I know I don't I have an opinion on what I think is going on with her that I'll share at the end, but I don't want to make fun of her and name call and stuff. So that I shouldn't have said that, but this is a ridiculous claim, honestly.
It is because your sole business is centered around paranormal activity. And so you're saying that if you don't do this one specific thing, that nothing else that you capture is truth.
If you don't believe in them, everything's fake. It's just
it's crazy.
Such a weird statement to make. Now, to the disbelievers and debunkers, you have passed your opinions and personal narratives off as facts. This includes Mythos Paranormal and Bad to the Bone Paranormal, among others. Now, there have been threats made cyberbullying captured, and proof of all your lies collected by many who have witnessed your actions. You are prudent to take note that the slanderous claims and defaming lies are illegal. Mostly, I am addressing you to tell you that TCH, or the Conjuring House, does not care about you. You are not our market, and you represent less than 10% of people that have engaged with us, which also not true. Not true. It's not slanderous to disagree.
No.
The thing with like the Mythos and all the other people that covered this, they didn't just say it was fake. I mean, I hate to say it, but they proved it was fake.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's that. This is really just trying to save face.
Yes.
To the paranormal enthusiasts and paranormal curious, you are who we care about. We encourage you to continue your explorations in a spirit existence to see what awesome experiences await you. Of course, we want you to visit TCH, or the Conjuring House, but there are so many active locations around the world and hopefully near you where you can venture out in search of some otherworldly encounters. As a final thought to our extended TCH, or the Conjuring House family, and those who may become part of it, do not ever allow anyone to get you to doubt or disbelieve the spiritual or paranormal experiences that have impacted your lives and or belief systems. Only you know the experience that you've had. Doesn't this kind of like she's telling people you have to believe what we're doing, but now she's saying believe what you want to believe.
Right.
This
It's
is
so all over the place. It's so all over the place.
She's completely just contradicted herself in this.
Yeah.
You are entitled to your belief system, so own and embrace it. But that's what people are doing, and you're getting mad at them.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the whole statement. And I'm sorry, I tripped up a lot. This is actually just a screenshot because the Conjuring House deleted this.
They did.
Because I went back to the Facebook page and I couldn't find it.
They deleted this original post, and this is just a screenshot that's blown up on the computer.
It's a blurry screenshot from Reddit. So this is kind of where it all starts out. But this ends up backfiring. And a ton of videos end up being made about this whole thing. So much so that she has kind of gone off the deep end at this point.
Little bit, yeah.
She has made some really wild accusations. And then comes the part where she starts firing people for the most ridiculous stuff that you could possibly think of. And I want to play a video. Now, there's a man. His name is Brian. And I believe he was like the caretaker
at the Conjuring House.
I
think so too.
And you know what? In the off chance that somebody watching this doesn't already know why he was let go, I'm not going to say it because I want you to watch this and experience this for yourself and
hear it from the man himself.
Let's just get into this because this is so interesting to me. This is so interesting to me. So yeah, let's just jump into this.
Okay, let's do it.
Hello, everyone. Please bear with me as this is a really difficult video to write for a lot of different reasons that I'll get into. First and foremost, for those that may not know me, my name is Brian Danstrow. I'm one of the original staff members that also worked at the Conjuring House. I worked with Corey and Jen, Cody and Satori, Reed, Aaron, and Steve Mills. We all worked there together to provide the best experiences that we could for the guests. We worked there for the house, we worked there for the spirits, and we tried our best all through so many difficult, challenging times to maintain a straight face, a composure, and to leave the guest out of the drama that was actually happening behind the scenes. So why am I here? Well, as of July 19th, I was fired from the Conjuring House. Now, I wasn't just fired working part-time and all those things. No. I was begged to go work full-time at the Conjuring House by the owner through April and into May. Finally agreed to do it in May, and my full-time at the house started May 20th. I was to get paid every 2 weeks. There was supposed to be payroll deduction. I was supposed to be provided with health insurance, days off, all those things that you would expect with the full-time employer. I left a long-term employment to go there. I had trepidation, but my commitment to the previous staff and to the house and to the spirits, I really wanted to try to make this work for the guest experience. And I thought maybe being full-time with some of the behind-the-scenes assurances I got, where if someone went missing, i.e. the owner, I would be able to pay staff members. I would be able to order the supplies necessary to keep everything running, which never happened. However, my first pay, no deductions were taken out. I had given her all the protected information, the private information necessary for onboarding. She onboarded me to Gusto, an app that does payroll, I guess. She picked it up. Long story short, she told me after my payday had passed that she was sorry. Someone snuck onto her phone and just happened to go into the Gusto app and just delete all my stuff. Therefore, she wrote me out a check. No deductions taken out. That was a red flag. And I continued to try to press her to make sure that I was going to have the proper deductions. And most importantly, I was going to get the health insurance that I needed, because I did have a heart attack in 2021 and I am on cardiac medications and I need health insurance. The response I got was she wasn't able to do it. I'd have to go through Cobra, but she'd pay for it. I went through my previous employer and I got my Cobra set up. I paid $1,600 out for June and July for my health insurance benefits, to which she did actually pay me back. However, she never paid me regularly. My paydays would come and go. She would pay me sometimes a week later. And in two situations, not at all. She owes me 2 weeks of pay that she didn't pay me for June. And she owes me 3 weeks of pay for the past 3 weeks ending this past Friday, July 19th. Now, you're probably asking why I'm not working there anymore. Because on July 19th at 1 p.m., Jacqueline, in a very strange look, came up to me and said she had been listening to the voices in her head. And one of the voices in her head was John Arnold, the former owner of the house, for those that may not know, who in fact died in 1839. And John Arnold told her that me, along with the other staff members that no longer work there, were psychically attacking her. Along with that,
First of all, I want to point out, when someone tells you something that they're gonna fucking give you benefits, give you your insurance that you needed, the fact that this poor guy actually did have a heart attack and was on medication and whatnot, and he's not being freaking helped, and he's just straight up being lied to, I really do feel so bad for that guy. That's not right. Especially for someone like him. But also, the fact that she didn't really pay him much and didn't really pay him on time, that's definitely something that needs to be spoken to. Even though I think he's tried his best and that it didn't really go far enough, but that's definitely not okay. And the fact that she went up to him saying that John, the owner of the house, that passed away years and years and years ago. Um, that him and the other staff are attacking her. The fuck? Like, it's hard to really explain because I don't really, well, I don't own a haunted house and I don't work for one, but am I always around things like that? Yeah. Am I always around spirits and whatnot? Yeah. But the fact that she was saying that, and so that she fired them, is just beyond ridiculous. To me, it's like you're saying, oh, you are, psychotic. You're psychologically attacking me through your mind as if the person has superpowers with their mind.
I will say person don't have a lot of money. I don't trust her no more.
Yeah, it's like,
And also,
I don't know.
this place is famous. Why the hell is she making money like this? Now, possibly she just keep this place up and running.
I don't know, well, like I said before, I feel bad for this guy because he did have a heart attack and he's on medication for it. He didn't, not he, she didn't give him the insurance that and the other benefits that he actually needed for that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who the fuck are you to say that you're psychologically being attacked when you're attacking people around you? You're not helping people. You're not paying them on time. You're not
The thing is,
actually giving them benefits like you said you were.
I'm kind of curious of how much money did Sam and Kobe pay for her to be in here?
You know what? I might look into that as this is playing.
Because at this point, if they did not pay nothing, that's kind of like, oh sure, you guys are famous around here. Like you should go right ahead, go and come right in. Like the thing is, who knows? This be changed before we get there, or this before like if we get a
Yeah,
call.
you don't know what she's gonna say to you in person. If you're talking to her in text or on the phone at all, period, or even in email, you don't know what she's actually gonna say to you in person. You don't know if she's gonna
Exactly.
twist
But
words in there.
the thing is nowadays for phone, like there's like a new device. I'm gonna say that there's a new device you can record conversation in call or off call. Nowadays you should be careful because the way
Right.
you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you can come, and soon you get here, and like, oh no, you're not. I'm not gonna pay you. And I'm like, okay, but I have proof now. I could easily tell people you say this, and yeah, like legally, you have to give this place to a new person to live. And I watch this place over.
I mean, honestly, I already didn't like her from the start anyway.
I'm
But as
100%
of
curious of how much money this Sam and Kobe had to go through here.
that's what I'm looking up now.
Because those two, now I would say the way they do it, things, no, not Uncle and Elton or Elton, not Uncle Elton, because Sam and Kobe like say it because I listened to the old videos with him. The Elton and them, oh, I don't know that they're talking, but of course they're always busy and travel around different locations. Um, I'm always curious of now. I watched both of them. both of them are very interesting things, like interesting
Mm.
YouTubers. And also, I'm always curious of like, okay, what happened? You create a different YouTube channel all about the videos instead of this videos, huh? We're actually doing a ghost hunting like channel like videos, and soon we get there of like, oh no, you had to pay this much fee, or she will there no more of someone else gonna be there of a different location.
Right.
Like we don't know, but be honest of she probably just bleed people dry before they get there. Just give them false promises like to do things. But the thing about people they would take anything advantage and put a damn party hat on top of it.
I mean, as of right now, I'm not seeing any sort of payment that they've given her. So I'm gonna assume that they've done it for free, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know. Because I'm not seeing anything about it.
Hmm. Probably she asked them don't put that information on there.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, it is like a contract claim, like, oh, you cannot tell no one how much
I
I'm
mean,
paying.
yeah, they did sign some sort of contract, so.
The thing is, by contract, I will probably read it first, everything a bit of it. But I understand because it is the most dangerous location, the most field location is like the same story of the Ed and like the Ed and Warren.
Ed and Lorraine.
Sorry, I'm drinking a drink, so I have something caught my throat.
Well, I'm curious on what more this poor guy has to say.
Go ahead.
So.
She had the audacity to accuse me of stealing money out of the gift shop, which, by the way, is fully recorded, both video as well as audio. So easy enough to disprove. To which I
I heard
actually
this
said
about
that to
this.
her.
I heard
And
about this the same thing on
she
like a
simply
short
got up
like clip video.
and walked away. I walked around the front of the house because I was going to leave. She came out yelling and screaming at me, telling me to get off the property. When I told her she just fired me and I wanted the money that was due to me for my previous week's worth of pay, 5 weeks worth of pay to be exact, totaling $9,000, she said no. That was it. And she said, leave, you're trespassing. I'm not saying it again. So I did leave because I'm not going to break laws because I don't steal and I don't break laws. That being said, I was given a couple of more texts by her. Great, I guess, right? Telling me that John Arnold again told her I stole money from her. I've been psychically attacking her along with the previous staff. Therefore, she was not paying me anything. And she was not going to pay me for the 5 weeks of pay that was owed to me. In conjunction with that, she threatened me. She threatened that if I tried to go public, if I tried to do anything to hurt her, she would hurt me, that she would go after me. And here I am. She's got much deeper pockets than I do. She owns 2 companies. She owns Wonder Group, LLC, a real estate development firm in Boston, and she owns Balefire, LLC, which is what she uses to operate the Conjuring House. And if that's not enough, she's also an attorney. She's a lawyer trained. She's not a practicing attorney. So I don't have anywhere to turn. I'm owed $9,000. I have no money coming in right now because I was abruptly terminated because of someone that died in 1839. And the reality of it is, I know I have to post this because she's actually been sending text out to employees that are currently working at the Conjuring House and who knows who else, telling them that she fired me, because I psychically attacked her, and because of John Arnold telling her I took money out of a cash box that is totally recorded. So I have no choice but to put something like this up. To help me with this, I've started a GoFundMe page because I do need funds to help me survive the current situation, because I cannot collect unemployment because she never registered me as a full-time employee. So I've got no unemployment taxes being taken out. I had no payroll deductions taken out. And along with that, knowing that I need the money, knowing that I have to post something about this, I know she's going to come after me. And quite honestly, I want to go after her. So the GoFundMe that I am posting, I promise you, is going to help me survive, but it's going to help me gather the money that I need to defend myself and to put her on the offense for what she has done, both to me as well as to the previous staff members that have worked there. I'm sorry it has come to this. I've never in my 2024 punch card would have envisioned that I'd be asking for money, nor that it would be actually starting a GoFundMe page. I never in my life thought I would ever have to do that. I've never in my life had to do that. But this is a situation that I find myself in. Anything anyone can do to help me along the way, I truly appreciate it. And anyone that wants to reach out to me, feel free. I am still looking for an attorney in Rhode Island that does employment, that can handle whatever you want to call this thing is, because I don't even have a name for it anymore. It's so surreal. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience with this video. And most importantly, thank you for you.
So that's a wild story.
That is so sad. So sad.
So I mean, there is a gap in the story here, and I'm not actually quite sure where the disconnect happened.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's from all the backlash from Halloween.
Okay.
Because I think it started to affect business at the Conjuring House, and something happened. And it seems Jacqueline Nunes just kind of snapped. We haven't even hit the craziest part of the story yet.
I know. I have not seen that video from Brian, and I think it is so incredibly sad that a boss, first of all, would any of those little things that happened in the beginning, it deleted your information, all that, it's ridiculous.
$9,000.
I couldn't even imagine being fired for such an absurd reason. I have been fired once because I, quote unquote, didn't fit in.
You're disgusting. I'm reporting you to HR. Hello, HR?
So you see, it's not about what's said, but who says it. Flirting in the workplace is reserved only for attractive, high-status Chad.
At a restaurant I was working at.
Yeah, good story.
I won't get into it.
Yeah,
but
I know it.
I couldn't even imagine. I could not even imagine. Then having to try and go after your money and ask people to help you.
I've never heard of somebody being fired because of the spirits. So I think a lot of people in the beginning really thought it was just like an excuse to get rid of them for some reason. And I really think in the beginning, a lot of people were expecting her to play the I'm possessed card. Because of where she's at, and she spent I think it was like $1.4 million on this house.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to lose money like that. That's a lot of money.
That's so much money.
This is all nuts. But there was a response to all of this by Jason Hawes. Now, regardless of, I mean, I've said it before, I have some issues with Jason personally, and it's only because of how, like, I was a huge Ghost Hunters fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's his responses to the, all the stuff with his daughter that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And there are things about this, like he's been very active in taking up arms, of all the bad things that's been happening here, which kind of, to me, it just seems odd that he's so willing to call out other fake stuff, but but whatever, this isn't a Cody and Story video. Jason Hawes has become very much a face of the fight against the Conjuring House.
He has,
And
for sure.
shortly after this, he released a video, and I think we should watch that and see what he has to say. And then we have some super fun stuff to get into.
Yay.
Hey, everybody. Jason Hawes here. So, if things weren't already crazy enough with everything going on at the Conjuring house with the owner, the main caretaker, the general manager, Brian, just posted a video. Now, I've never met Brian, but I want to share his video because he was just terminated because spirits that died in 1800s told the owner that he was stealing, even though it was all recorded. There's a room where this is all recorded. She could have checked it, but no. The spirits told her that this man was stealing, and he's owed like $9,000 in back pay. So when he asked about that, she said she wasn't paying him because the spirits told her he was stealing. And he was supposed to have medical, he's supposed to have all these other things. None of this stuff happened. I'm going to share Brian's video here just because this story you wouldn't think could get any crazier, but God damn it. I mean, it just keeps on getting crazier. This lady needs to be held accountable for what she's doing to these people. Now, again, I've never met Brian. I've heard about him. I've heard he's a great guy. And I feel horrible that he just got screwed again. Somebody else is being screwed. This lady needs to be shut down. This property needs to just go up for sale or just be taken back by somebody. I can't believe what just happened. I'm going to share his video right now. So check this out. Here we
Before
go.
he does, I also want
If you just finished watching,
that the dude, like she said, like a typical like Karen, then like in workplace of I have nothing to explain because it's just baffling of I keep hearing stories on this on YouTube of like, oh, like I know you did because like I know it because I'm like my son is a detective kind of way. Like those people who say
Yeah.
stupid things. Like yes, that place is haunted, but like how you know that girl's gonna tell you about oh he's stealing? That's 100% a damn bullshit excuse.
Especially, right, when he literally not once, not twice, and possibly 3 or 4 times has fucking mentioned that there's video and audio proof that he didn't steal money from the gift shop.
That way of to me of
Hello, Phantom! How are you
Phantom,
doing, sir?
Phantom. Hold on, Phantom. We will be right with you one moment, please. Please be patient, Phantom spirit. Anyway,
What the fuck?
I'm drinking my drink. Leave me alone.
That's not what I was saying, well, what the fuck too, but alright.
Doing good. How are you? Pretty well. Pretty well.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. I
Cause
sound
you're
like a
fucking weird.
fuck you. As well.
No, but it's just I forgot to
I believe
pull up the other video.
you forget. I
Yeah,
think.
cause there's this video that they were mentioning of wanting to watch whatever
Well, you
Jason.
do that. To me, the people should never look like this. Like, dude, nowadays we have cameras. We always have cameras with us. Why? Like, the same thing with several old people out there watch videos on YouTube. Do you ever find videos of people walking with the dogs and you see a typical crazy Karen walking like that dog is
Yeah.
mean, the dog is evil, like screaming like they say, ow, that dog has bit me, like look down, the dog is next to them the whole
Yep.
time, not even run bum rush her. Like to me, like why? There's no point. We got cameras nowadays. Even nowadays, they will probably have like one excuse to beat like your ass one way or another. No offense.
Reason why people like Karens and Kens are doing these things are because they want to feel good of what they're doing and they just don't simply care. They want to try to put innocent people and innocent pets down. So
I
they feel good about it.
The thing is, that could work from the 18s or 90s or something like that before that. But
Hmm.
nowadays, not gonna work. We got cameras. You cannot do cry wolf for no damn reason. That not only work if your parents are stupid, if you're the golden child, or like some stupid excuse. But listen, if your parents like your other child, like of course I listen to stories so many often because I'm just sitting here like counting the days and the time. But the thing is, like some of the parents are smart. I respect them. But if their parents are dumb, don't understand of a thing. I hear one story of their daughter is like his sister or something, and she said of, oh, he sexual assault me, he did this to me, that things. I'm trying to say not the whole thing, so sorry server, please don't, please your channel don't die. She did this to me, and the parents believe her over him, but sooner or later find out he did not do nothing at all, because the child know. They're like, oh, the parents will believe me over my brother anyway. So, haha. So I have a good excuse to be with my boyfriend. So, why? There's no excuse. No, it's true. It's true. There's like a story out there. I forgot where
Yeah,
to.
I get that, but why? What does that have to do with the
Don't
Conjuring
listen to
House?
people. Don't listen to people. I'm saying, because people like her will not try to kick good workers out. Like, even him, he was a good worker, but she like wanted to make a damn excuse like for it. But the thing is, I think she was stealing all the money from the cash register and tried to blame it on him.
Right.
Nah, because the thing is, we got cameras now, and 100% believe that wasn't gonna be 100% work. But I don't know why. That people gonna believe that over stupid things nowadays. I don't. People are dumb now.
I don't know, but let's continue
Watching
this.
that
Yeah.
video, then you're just as much in awe as I am. Again, it's not about any specific person in general. It's about all these people. These are the things that these people have been dealing with. This owner told this man he had a job. He quit his job, went to work for her. Months went by. She didn't pay him. When he inquired about 5 weeks of back pay, she then decided that she was going to tell him that the spirits told her that he was stealing, so he was fired, and she's not going to give him the money. So many people's lives have been broken, or people have been attacked by this owner of these properties. I think it's time for everybody to dive deep into these LLCs and find out what more has gone on that we don't know about.
He ain't lying.
So check it out. But, definitely, Brian, my heart goes out to you, man. We've never met face to face, never even talked. But I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. And I think it's time that people just put the whole Conjuring House aside and just stop going there, because all that's happening is the money that people are paying are financially enabling this lady to screw over as many people as she can, and again threaten lawsuits. Brian was told if he goes public, she's going to hit him with a lawsuit. Can you believe this? So in other words, if he goes public looking for the money that's owed to him, you're going to sue him and make it so he's out even more money. I hope everybody out there donates to his GoFundMe page And I hope everybody out there cuts all ties and stops booking with the Conjuring House. This lady needs to be held accountable. She needs to be charged. She needs to be taken to court. It is totally ridiculous. And my heart goes out to all the people who've dealt with this crap from this lady.
So now Jason has had to come out and make claims, talk about it.
Yeah.
Because he's right. Like, what about all the people involved in this? And how many other people have been screwed over by her?
Mm-hmm. And it just seems like all this is coming from such a weird place.
It seems like it came out of I mean, I understand that it was losing money and then there was a big controversy and stuff, but it seems like such an odd, big jump.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's really weird. Now, I was looking, you won't see it or hear it because I'll edit it out, but I was trying to find the original footage there's a video of a truck that pulls up to the Conjuring House. I think it's a little red pickup truck. And Jacqueline Nunez is claiming, I wonder if I'll get in trouble for saying this on YouTube, but claiming that Jason Hawes has shown up on the property to basically hate her.
Yeah.
And this is where people really start to get in a glimpse of like
where she's
lost it at this point. She has really lost the plot. And everybody has come out about, even Corey and Jen, thanks for that video.
Yeah.
And we loved watching Conjuring videos when they owned the house, right? Because Corey and his wife seem like great people.
Yes.
They seem super rad and down to earth.
And they wanted it for what the Conjuring House has been for, and that's paranormal evidence.
Yeah, it's been an investigation spot. But even they spoke out about what was going on there after this. Now I want to play another clip. I find this very interesting because this made the news.
It did.
And let's just see what it says. I just find this interesting that a paranormal spot like this it's on the news. So let's watch it.
Target 12 investigator Sarah Grunelli. In our exclusive interview, we're sitting down with a former employee of the Conjuring House, a place known for its paranormal activity. After he says he was fired because the owner spoke to a spirit who said he was stealing.
John Arnold told me you've been stealing money out of the cash box for the past 2 months.
Coming up, how the owner is responding and what the state is doing to investigate.
So there's they covered this on the local news. Right. It's insane. I have to say it like that. This is so crazy.
It really is. Like, there are so many parts of this that just don't make sense. That just don't make sense at all whatsoever. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you get this business, you have people who do a certain specific thing that are so attached to an entity at the house, Abigail, and they do their own method around it, and that's what you start building it around, but it ends up becoming so much more.
Yeah,
so much more, and it just seems like it's out of nowhere.
I'm scrolling right now, if you can't tell, watching this. I only thought it was covered once on the news. This thing's been covered multiple times on the news.
We just passed a few other news clips. It's so weird.
How could that be good for business?
I don't know. And like in the video that we had talked about a few minutes ago, but the truck pulling up in the driveway, it was a video of her. We can't find the original now. We can only find little bits and pieces of it, but it was a video of the security camera out in the driveway. And she's saying that she went out and talked to these people.
No, she didn't. No,
right?
She didn't go out and talk to them.
Okay.
No, she's just claiming. All right. So the truck pulls up in the video, and what she's claiming is that she can see that it's Jason Hawes in the truck, and he's there to assassinate her.
Okay, you cannot see anyone in the vehicle. It's literally just a truck with headlights on, pulled into the driveway, and it sits there for a few, and then ends up backing out and leaving.
I wasn't sure how I was going to be trying to do this video. It's just it's so ridiculous.
It's so all over the place.
I don't even know what else to say, because at this point it's like we are just talking I feel like we're just talking about a lady who has really lost it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I might have actually found the video of the truck thing, which I really do want to play just because I feel like it needs to be seen by people who don't know anything about this, because it's wild. It's wild. So
It really
let's
is.
just play this. I do want to play this. So let's play this for everybody.
I was talking to
So for our podcast friends, I'm probably going to cut that out because there's really not much going on, like talking wise. But I think it was in she posted that on Facebook, and that's where she made the claim that if you look, it's Jason Haas.
You can't see anything. Can't see anything. You see a vehicle in a dark driveway with its headlights on.
This is, for me personally, this is a hard topic to cover because I'm trying really hard to make this not all over the place, but
it really is just all over the place. It's all over the place.
It is. It's hard to cover because there's so much to it, and it's like Megan said, it's all over the place, and it is just it's just wild.
I feel like this woman took on this place and it became way too much for her to handle, to run, to handle all the scrutiny and eyes on that come with having a place like this.
I think a lot of it too is like money. Like she really thought this was just going to be
a huge cash grab,
and it blew up in her face. And now she's not taking it well. There was another post. I'm looking for it, but I can't find it. But she made a claim that she had all the evidence and she was going to sue Jason for, what did she say it was? Psychic attacks on her.
What the hell was that? I didn't get anything from her.
Yes.
Which in itself is just such a, how do you measure that? How do you prove that?
You can't. You absolutely can't.
So it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And if you want to go online, there's a lot of like group videos. People are calling to boycott the Conjuring house at this point. And honestly, I'm on board with that.
I am too.
Here it is. I found it. Okay. So I wasn't able to find it until just now, but I believe this is it. So she makes a post that says basically Jason Hawes is hijacking the Conjuring House Facebook account, and she's pursuing every legal remedy available to me and this business that you sold both the property and the business to be in May of 2022. Facebook will not allow people to destroy other people and their business. That's what they have told me. Get a life, find a new obsession, get therapeutic help. Finally, keep the F away from this property. How are things shaping up with Satori and Jason effing Hawes? I heard he's missing. I hope he's okay. She also claimed that he went into hiding.
Yeah.
There's more like up at the top of this, but I don't know why they posted it like this. But that was a text. That was a text message to somebody, and they're like, "Please stop harassing me." Yeah. I think it was to Jason. Oh, so again, I'm trying not make this all over the place. Apparently, she reached out to Jason because if you were Ghost Hunters fan, I'm pretty sure I heard that like he still works for Roto-Rooter, and the Conjuring House was having issues with their plumbing, and she reached out to him to ask him for help with the problem. And then in the midst of so a little bit of time had gone by, and in the midst of all that, this was going on, and like she's bothering him, claiming he's going into hiding, claiming he's trying to psychically attack her, claiming he's showing up on the property to assassinate her. If you think this video sounds crazy, It's because this whole situation is nuts.
Every bit of this situation is wild.
And it's literally
wild.
played out as hectic as I'm doing this video, because there's so much going on that it's really hard to keep up with.
It is
at this point.
Also, too, like if going back and being able to get all the parts to make a video like this, like we are coming in on the tail end of a lot of this, and the Conjuring House, Facebook, YouTube comments online have been extreme over the last few months. But if you go back, a lot of those comments or comments that other people have made have disappeared, and only positive things are left behind. So I don't know. If you're wanting more information about this, I do know that like Mythos Paranormal and a few other of the debunking channels have covered a lot of this, but as it was happening, so they have a lot more of the bits of information like as it happened and before things were deleted.
So we've
like
actually hit a point now to where she's fired so many people that she's claiming that she's letting the grass at the Conjuring House grow to be home for crickets.
Yeah.
And that's basically where we're at. There's a boycott. I am sure there's going to be so much more to this unfolding as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Something's got to give. Either she's going to, I don't know, hurt herself or someone else, or something's going to happen here. And the reason, like, I want to go back to the beginning of this when I said I don't want to call her names, because I truly believe she has a mental issue happening.
Something is absolutely going on.
I don't want to blame her for all this, because I feel like she needs help.
Yeah.
I feel like she 100%. Needs mental help. But in the meantime, I think the worst thing we can all do is to feed into this and keep supporting that property.
Yep.
I really think she needs to sell it. Somebody out there will pay good money for that place.
Yeah.
And we can maybe get it back into the hands of somebody who will make it right. But she needs help. Absolutely. She truly needs help. And it's so sad, because regardless of how you feel about the Conjuring House, be it you think it's real or not, I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's an iconic location, no matter how you feel about it. And we should be allowed to go there and investigate and have it you have to not spend your life savings to walk through the door.
Yeah, it is a absolute staple of the paranormal world. And I would hate to see anything happen to it, especially under these kind of circumstances.
Yeah. So we said we would kind of try to do our best to tackle this. This isn't really our normal content that we would make. So we did our best, but it's a hard story to follow, just because so much has happened and is happening. And honestly, there was a post 5 minutes ago from the Conjuring House, and there's a lot of laughing faces on it.
It's crazy.
I'm scared to play it.
I'm
not gonna lie. I'm scared to play it.
It's okay. We don't have to.
So if you want to watch it, there's a new post. I'm sure there is, because she's claiming like all these strange things now. Like she's fired everybody. So now anything that goes wrong, or the grass growing, like I had just said, basically she's saying this is all her plan, basically.
Okay.
So again, we did our best. We hope we did it good enough for you to understand what's happening there, but help Brian if you can,
absolutely.
And that's another thing, like you don't even have to believe in the paranormal, but he had a job that he needed to pay for his medical expensive, and he's
struggling.
I feel really bad for him.
So do I.
I feel super bad for him.
He didn't even do anything. He did nothing.
Well, I mean, that's not what Mr. Arnold said, the ghost of Mr. Arnold, because if you can't believe 100 some odd year old spirits or 200-year-old spirits that have been gone forever, who can you believe? Who can you believe? I'm just saying, if you want the truth, ask a dead person.
Stop.
But anyways, it's just, this whole story is just, it's mind-blowing.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But
anyways, this is it. I really am over the Conjuring House, everything at this point.
Same.
We've talked about it in the past. We're talking about it again. And honestly, the only reason that we even did this was because one of our Patreons was curious on what we'd have to say. So there you go, Joe. This is what we think about it. It's wild. It's wild. Unless like something super big happens, where I just don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other way better YouTubers than us covering it. And this is like what they do.
Yeah.
So check out Mythos, Beardo, Side Eye Guy, The Shape, anybody. There's so many people who do really good work on this kind of stuff.
There really is.
So go check them out. We're more of like a discovery travel place. We talk about
Yeah.
locations and we
But
get
we
the
have
facts.
covered this location before,
We
so we
have.
just kind of wanted to touch on what's going on recently.
And I mean, we do have, we are in the paranormal world. So, I mean, I will talk about stuff like this. It's just not what we normally do. And here you're going to get more of our opinion versus, I don't know. We're not journalists is what I guess I'm getting at.
Far from it.
But we do have opinions and you'll get them. Even though you didn't ask for them, you'll still get them. But this is where we're going to end this. And where can they find us?
They can find us on Facebook at For the Booze and on Instagram at For the Booze _podcast.
You did that backwards than you normally
did.
do.
I felt really weird.
You can also find us on X at For the Booze, right here on YouTube at For the Booze, and on TikTok at For the Booze. I always just generally say For the Booze if you want to watch the videos. Some of them do have _podcast, but I can't remember them all. There's so many. I wish I could get them all under the same name, but sometimes they're taken. It just is what it is. And don't forget, if you have a listener story that you would like to share with everyone, or you have a suggestion of something you'd like to do, even topics like this that we didn't really want to do, we'll do them.
Yeah.
Send them in to forthebooze12@gmail.com. It's going to be floating up here with the candle somewhere. And what else? 5 stars, rate and review.
That's right.
iTunes, but anywhere will really work. We need them desperately.
We do.
We would like to get this thing off the ground at some point. We've been doing it for almost 3 years. So
yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah.
You
know what? I still enjoy doing the show. So it is what it is. But if you want to give them to us, we appreciate it. And
we sure do.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, you know what to do.
All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening. And we will see you in the next one.
Bye. Boycott the Conjuring house before Jason Hawes somebody.
Alright, so before we get into another person who has their own opinions and everything, and then after that, I know Steve and Megan said something that, they want to stop with the whole conjuring thing. Well, 4 days ago, they released a video about the owner losing it, and that has to do with Jason Hawes, but that will be after the 15-minute video of someone else. But basically, I would like to find that GoFundMe for that poor person to post, but I don't see one. I don't know if there's another way to make that happen. But so far, it's pretty interesting. But at the same time, it's now you kind of know of who the person really is and how they act. And that she likes to scam people, apparently. So that is not what I meant to fucking click. You're supposed to go and share a fucking video. Damn. There.
Nunes continue, and we're going to be diving into our Facebook page today to the insane ramblings of the Conjuring house owner Jacqueline Nunes continue, and we're going to be diving into our Facebook page today to see if it is simply strange. So over on the Conjuring house Facebook page, again, I just feel like we are watching the downfall of this woman's kind of sanity at this point. She starts out by saying, I am Jacqueline Marie Nunes. So we've got a middle name in there as well. We have evolved. The owner of the Conjuring house. I was instructed to write my full name so that this post reaches more viewers. I am not speaking to the paranormal community. I am utilizing our fame as the most haunted location on the planet to begin some disclosures. Straight off the bat, you know, like there's an element of delusion of grandeur going on here. You know, I am Jacqueline Nunez and, you know, owner of the Conjuring House. That, as someone who has studied to try and understand the different algorithms, across all social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, obviously they're ever changing, but I am trying to keep on top of it. Stating that you are Jacqueline Nunez, owner of the Conjuring House, is not going to help your reach, especially with the ramblings that come up next. But, you know, fair play for trying. Anyway, it's just crazy. I don't know who's been instructing her to do this, but it's not sound advice. Saying that she's not speaking to the paranormal community, even though the paranormal community is your bread and butter at the end of the day. I am utilizing our fame as the most haunted location on the planet to begin some disclosures. Most haunted location on the planet, I think, at this point. I think, you know, the fame of the house no longer is about the house. It's about you and Jacqueline Nunez's insane decline into whatever the hell is going on with her right now. The Conjuring House is completely overshadowed. I think it's probably, you know, not even top 10 most haunted locations or, you know, most famous haunted locations anymore. It's probably just completely like fallen off the list and it's completely lost its podium spot. But let's continue. I have already been told that people are reading our page and is actually in the millions. Isn't that interesting? I mean, I'd love to see. I can't say for certain. I would love to absolutely see if that was the case, because, you know, if you were getting pages by the millions, you would have a lot more than 23,000 followers and 18,000 page likes. But let's just roll with it. I am representing views and facts that I have researched for years. I also have been informed of upcoming disclosures by multiple sources over the last 10 months. Let the games begin. Interesting. Now, this is something that's been added recently, so this post has been changed. Like, I kid you not, this post has been changed around 10 times since it got posted on the 11th of August, which was, 2 days ago? And it says, note, this post is directed at immoral people. This is the most hypocritical part. Immoral people who have in the past and who continue to this day to engage in immoral acts, make unjust decisions and or ignore bad behaviors that only hurt people around the effing world. I mean, we had to get the effing word in there, didn't we? But I found that really hypocritical that, you know, she's on this high horse and being high and mighty. And, you know, this post is designed to address these people that are doing immoral things and have done immoral things and are just downright horrible people, regardless of whether you've changed your ways. When, you know, she let someone go from the Conjuring House without any pay. Bear in mind, this person's Brian Dansero owed $9,000 for 5 weeks' work. She let him go because a ghost of a man that died in the 1800s, John Arnold, told her to fire him because apparently he'd stolen money out of the cash register, that there's no proof of that. So, and then we've also got, you know, blackmailing Cody and Satori, that if they don't return to the house, she'll expose them as frauds. We've got alleged assassination accusations against Jason Hawes, which are currently still ongoing. We've got issues with other members of staff that just weren't paid. We've got issues with people coming to the house and not being allowed entry, even though they've paid for it. You know, who's the immoral one? Who's the one making unjust? Let's just read it out. To me, that comes across as immoral. That comes across as engaging in immoral acts. It comes across as unjust decisions or ignoring bad behaviors, who are set out to hurt people around the world, you know, maybe just around the country, but around the world as well, because people do travel from far and wide to go and see the Conjuring House, or did at least before the hashtag boycott Conjuring House came into effect. I just found that so hypocritical, so ironic, so weird. But, you know, we continue. Now, the white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, also known as WASPs, came to the New World. And then she goes on to talk about all of this stuff, and it's a bit interesting. But she writes here, did you know that wasps only have enough venom to sting around 27 times before they eventually self-destruct? Wasps live in colonies. Isn't that interesting? She always says, isn't that interesting? She always finds things interesting, which I've noticed is a new thing for her as well. Anyway, she goes on to talk about wasps. There's a literal whole spiel about history, and then goes on to state some other history. It is very interesting if that is your cup of tea. But then full circles it and states, just wait for the additional disclosures coming through TCH. I am told disclosures from other messengers, like the birds that she was talking to the other day. I have been told to capitalize certain words to use my full name so that people see this post. I have also been told that our social media outlets in the United States do not have freedom of press. So that is why I am not hashtagging any of them right now. If this oppression is true, give US residents freedom of expression and freedom of press so that it may be truthfully informed about what is happening around the world, including in our country. I have no idea what she's referencing to there, but whatever. So if you read this post this far and you want to inform yourself, go to the AI Jazeera website. They provide an in-depth coverage. They also have full freedom of press, and their journalists have moral code scores in the 90s. It will not cost you a penny. Speaking of pennies, while you are on their website, go to the Penny Hoarder, which has been created to help US residents with their finances, and then hashtags a lot of things. One of them is the Olympics, the World Cup, American volleyball, NBA, NFL, NCAA, none of which is actually relevant to the post, but clearly she's trying to do it to get exposure. Now, the post hurt my brain to a degree because, every time I checked it over the past couple of days, it just changed. There was always something new added to it. I have no doubt by the time this video goes live, if you go over to the Conjuring House Facebook page, this post would have probably changed once again. But again, looking into the comments section, my lord, it's just not good. The amount of edits on this post is absurd. It hurt my head. But we're learning about birds and wasps, though. I was just thinking the same thing. This was an interesting comment that will really pique my interest. So Kristen Cornell Hawes, who is the wife of Jason Hawes, mother to Satori Hawes and all the rest of it. My husband is not an assassin. And then a lot of people just giving her a lot of support in the comments section. Wow, just wow. Lady, you need some serious help. Please don't insult us. English. Otherwise, there will be a strong letter to follow. Hashtag boycott the Conjuring House. Again, was one of the biggest and most liked posts on here. Just I'm waiting for the FU strong letter to follow. The whole thing is just, I just can't wrap my head around it. I don't understand what is going on. We've gone from, alleged assassination attempts, from the Conjuring House kind of becoming a bit null and void, to now being spoken to about wasps and birds and bees. And, it's just, I just can't get my head around it. Anyway, John Huntington, who, of course, lived at the Conjuring House for a little while, back during the COVID lockdowns, had some very interesting points to share regarding the situation over on his YouTube channel. So, Birds talking to the owner. I really hope she's okay. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, John Huntington here. I was just sent this video from the Conjuring House. I'm blocked from their page. I have no idea why I'm blocked from the page. I've never said anything bad on the page or anything. I've only said good things. But like I said before, the house affected me in a lot of ways. I heard voices in my head.
I do find it weird that John Huntington has been, removed from the page because, like he says there, he's actually done nothing wrong. If anything, he's probably been the most positive person and most, how do I put it? The most empathetic, I suppose, to the situation, trying to relate to Jacqueline Nunez by stating that he has also felt this oppressive energy that she's claiming to have. I don't know.
And things like that. But this is just, like people have been telling me, this is just something mental for sure. I never had the house affect me this bad. It was a lot different the way it affected me, and I spent way more time than the current owner has. I spent a lot more time alone there than the current owner has. This video.
I also want to state that the current owner, Jacqueline Nunez, doesn't actually live at the house. I've been told that she lives about an hour away. So she doesn't actually spend all of her time at the house. She obviously just employs people to do the work, and that's absolutely fine. That's what most managers do and business owners do. They don't typically oversee the day-to-day runnings of operations. They give that to like the Brian Dansero, who was the vice president of the house, and they just kind of mostly manage finances, make sure people get paid, manage bookings and stuff like this. But so everyone that's in the comments of my videos saying, oh, it's an oppressive entity because she's been there for so long, it's not.
It was kind of disturbing. She's on her porch at her house and she's talking to birds, and birds are telling her that it's basically, the birds are telling her it's the end of the world. She's trying to get them to say her name. Now that I've heard from a lot of different people, I think it's mental illness.
Yeah.
At this point.
I agree.
I fear for her. She seems, what I've heard from some people, I've heard she's such a decent person. I don't know why or what happened to her. I don't know if she was like this before. I don't know. But I am worried about her. I know all this stuff can really affect you, but I don't think it could affect you to this point. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be something paranormal. I know living at the house for so long with me, it wore me down. And I did hear things. I didn't hear birds or anything like that. I don't mean to laugh, but I didn't hear anything quite as outrageous as this. If you haven't seen it, go on the Conjuring House page and read some of the comments. It's
savage. Like, I'm just going to be straight with you. There is no positivity whatsoever over on that page right now. It's just savage. I don't know how else to put it.
It's very wild. But I feel for her, and I know what it's like dealing with a house and people. But I really don't think it's that.
I also agree with John here, right? I really feel for Jacqueline Nunez, right? Because although her posts are egregious and are just absolutely insane, okay, I do feel for her because there is something happening here. And this is something that we all need to remember. Like, yes, she has treated people incredibly poorly. And, I don't know if she's always been this way or if this is just new behaviors that have suddenly come on. But it's clear that there is something happening with Jacqueline Nunez. And
hey, sorry to interrupt. I had to get going because I had to do stuff around the household.
Because I
so
just feel
maybe be back, maybe
it's
not.
such a shame, later. Not just for the property, not just for the legacy of the property, but also for Jacqueline herself, because, this is going to affect her business, which could lead to a bigger spiral in behaviors or whatever. And I don't know. I just don't know. It's crazy.
But anyways, prayers for the house and prayers for her. And I just wanted to get this video out there and tell you that I am praying for you, your house, and I hope everything turns out good. But anyways, God bless, and check this out. It's pretty bad.
So this is obviously the video of the thing, and that's where he rounds up his video. We checked that out the other day. So if you haven't seen that and you want to, go and check out my previous video, or there will be a link to John Huntington down in the description. You can go and check out his channel and subscribe, because obviously as someone who lived in the Conjuring house for a period of time, like he says, he does speak about it from his personal point of view. Anyway, there's the latest update on the Conjuring house situation. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is anymore. And I don't know if I have pity. I mean, I'm going to be speaking to a few people involved with the situation over the coming days. I've already kind of lined up a few things with a few people. So, be sure to keep an eye on the channel because you will get some insider insight about the whole situation. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How much longer does the Conjuring House truly have left before what's left of its reputation is utterly kaput? Anyway, while you're conflabbing that down in the comments, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Tick my little bell to get notified whenever we upload to the channel. And until next time, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. Cannot wait to see the next one. And I'll speak to you later. Peace.
Okay, well, since Dragon has left us, and that might... The fuck? I am gonna try to find the real questions. Did he actually post the link? I don't think he actually did. He says that he did, but he didn't. So, I don't know about that poor dude's channel. But tomorrow, I think we will be probably continuing with all this fucking drama bullshit that has to do with the Conjuring House. So, since it's just me, I'm gonna tell you my point of view on it so far. And then tomorrow I will possibly repeat or add some things to my comments. We'll see about that. But as far as I'm concerned with this Conjuring drama, it's ridiculous. Really, truly is. It just goes to show you out of all the people that these poor, investigators, ghost hunters have gotten in contact with before and was able to stay at the place and make videos off of it, no longer probably wants to go back just because of how this lady is. Just because of how ridiculous and psychotic this lady truly is. Tomorrow we will get more into that, because tomorrow there is one video that actually shows text messages between Jason Hawes and the owner of the Conjuring House. So therefore, it stuns me. It really, really does. It really does. And it's like, as a ghost, kind of a ghost investigator myself, as well, I have a team and everything, it's like, even us people, even this entire team, let alone, especially any other people, will probably tell you that there is no way in hell that we will ever go to that place just because of, there's spiritual hauntings, things go on in there, blah 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 this, blah blah that. Well, if there's a person like her that's, an owner of that property and everything, don't think we will be taking a risk of even stepping foot on that property unless it's handled by a different owner, maybe. But I don't want to go to that place and then get scammed out of this lady who doesn't even pay her employees on time, and begs you to work full time but doesn't actually give you your benefits. Like, it's ridiculous. So the video tomorrow will give you more point of like what she actually also does besides of what we've already heard. But the things that she says is absolutely mind blowing. It really is, and I'm just sitting here like, the fuck? Like, who are you to threaten people when no one has ever threatened you? No one has actually psychologically attacked you, let alone physically attacked you. You're attacking other people. You're the one attacking other people. It's like, it's so fucking dumb. She's attacking this poor guy who's had a heart attack in 2021 and he's on fucking medication for it. She owes him $9,000. She refuses to pay him. Oh my god, I saw a ghost watches a frisbee fly by. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. That right there is pretty fucking funny. Earlier I went live and right on my stream on my main channel, my room light just goes out. So I have a dead light in my room, which, to be honest with you, I was waiting for it to actually go because it's been like flickering for the past 2 days, maybe 3. I now own a green screen thanks to somebody who we are gonna have on a panel on this channel at some point, so you will be able to meet him too. And yes, it's a him, and he's one of my favorite people so far. So I'm pretty excited to have him come up on panel, even though he was supposed to come up on fucking panel on my main channel like a long time ago, never did. So coming on the ghost channel then. Nope. He's got a link to this stream or video, so really fucking yawn. So he might or might not see this. We'll see. I know the other person will see this. And I don't think he knows who I'm actually even talking about either. Fingers crossed on that. But anywho, I'm gonna go and play some Minecraft with probably someone, if he's even still awake. But so far my room is a little bit more organized, I got the bags in the closet. It's just more easier to get out and get into. And yeah. Tomorrow I need to do a lot of fucking laundry. So that's gonna be fun. I forgot tomorrow's already fucking Friday. Shoot. we may or may not try to do a stream with my favorite person tomorrow, but we'll see, because he hasn't fucking responded to me about the day. No, he's the one that sent me the green screen. And I want to do it in my room, but not if the light is out. So if I can't do it tomorrow, I don't fucking know. I might try to do a live stream tomorrow on the main channel earlier. Don't know what time, but it might happen. Don't mind my accent. Just randomly comes out. God, this freaking camera makes me look like I'm on fire or something. I know that there's another video from For the Booze, but that's probably, we might not even review that until like after all of this dumb drama about the Conjuring house. When I first saw the title of it, I was like really confused, but at the same time really like curious. So I was sitting here like, I wonder what would we find out if we started to get into it. And then I got into it without, dragging and all of that, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe we should like review this on the channel and see what other people's like ideas or opinions or their thoughts about it. It's really, really interesting. And I have to re-download these Spirit Box apps, because if we are gonna have a person come up on panel, we may or may not use a Spirit Box and see what happens. Because I'm just one of those people. Other than that, I think we shall end it here and see how this so-called drama goes on the continues of tomorrow. Bye.